What's up, guys? We just had the Shadowverse reveal stream happen last night. We got some awesome information about the new set and the future of the game. And part of that information is a draft mode. We're getting a draft mode next month already in August. It's so soon. I like a lot of games usually like promise a draft mode eventually, and they take so long to deliver it. But Shadowverse already coming through with the draft mode next month, and I am so stoked. So I just wanted to make this video to let you know that that's happening and just show a little bit of what it's gonna be like. Of course, if you played Shadowverse 1, you know how it works, but I haven't played Shadowverse 1, but I was able to watch this video by Ignitius, on, this was a video that he made from Shadowverse 1 doing a draft mode. So he already had drafted, I think, part of his deck at this point. But yeah, you can see right here, I mean, you're going to have to pay some kind of fee to enter the run. It looks like you're going to have tickets to enter. You can enter with rupees or with crystals as well. And the prices are going to vary, of course, because it's a new game. But yeah, essentially, you get to, it's called Take Two. Take Two is actually like a company as well, but I don't know. But either way, you're concocting a 30-card deck, and you're going to get to choose a class at the beginning of the run. Usually you actually, like in Shadowverse 1, you had to choose between 3 classes, but in this game, you're actually going to get to choose between all the classes, which is a good thing, but also could be a bad thing. I don't know. It really kind of depends, in my opinion. It depends on how balanced the classes are for a draft mode, because if one class is actually just way better than the others, then everyone's just going to be picking that same class, and it's just going to be a ton of mirror matches. It's going to be kind of boring. So not sure that I'm going to like that yet, but if they do a good job balancing, then maybe I'll be surprised. But either which way, you're going to get to choose a class out of all the 7 classes, and then you're going to get to pick 2. You're going to get to, it's going to give you 2 options of 2 cards each. You're going to get to pick one of them, and that card, those 2 cards are going to go into your deck. And you're going to keep doing this until you form a 30-card deck. So as you can see right here, now he has more options here. And if you're familiar with like Hearthstone Arena or like any draft mode in a game, like it's going to be random on what you get to choose, and for the most part. And like sometimes you're going to get to choose a legendary card, sometimes you get an epic card, something like that. There's probably just different odds on what the cards, what the rarity of cards you get to choose from are. I mean, it looks like in Shadowverse 1, at least, like all these cards are animated, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if that's going to be the same way in this draft as well, in the new Shadowverse. But yeah, I mean, it's going to show you, like, you're going to want to try to get like a, you're going to want to try to build a deck that is, of course, synergistic, but also has a good curve. And you see the curve up at the top here. And then you're going to use this deck to go against other players that have drafted 30-card decks as well, the same kind of way. And then I believe that the way that it worked in this one is that you play to try to get 5 wins. And it's also a ranked mode. I think it's also ranked. As far as I've heard, it's actually ranked. So you can see right here, you play to try to get, or you play 5 matches and you try to get the most wins for a reward. And then I believe you will have a ranking against other players as well. So that's pretty sick that there's going to be like a leaderboard already, and it's probably going to be in the game, in the client itself. And there's a lot of, this is so good for a lot of different reasons. Like, first of all, of course, draft mode is just fun. I love draft mode as much as anybody else. I think it's hella fun. And it also is good for the game as far as like a content creation standpoint, because there's streamers, there's content creators slash streamers that would literally just only stream Arena in Hearthstone, and they would get tons of viewers, and it would just be like bumping the category up on Twitch and stuff like that. And I'm sure it's going to be the same way in Shadowverse as well. It's just going to be streamers that are making content that are playing just nonstop Arena runs, trying to go infinite with their runs, where they're able to just like fund more runs and actually like make rupees slash packs just by playing these infinite runs here, just by doing well in their drafts. And there's probably just content that a lot of people want to watch too. Like, not only do people want to commit like their lives to playing drafts, but people also want to, like, there's non-content creators that I'm sure love doing the same thing, and that I'm sure would love to watch it as well, watch it unfold. Because I mean, it's always exciting to see not only what deck you get to craft yourself, but what deck your opponent's gonna have. It's like you're never really gonna know. Like when you're playing on standard ladder, you're gonna know, like if you see a Havencraft player, like you're gonna know basically what their deck is. Or maybe there's like 2 decks that you probably think it is, but like there's not really gonna be a lot of surprises. But in a mode like draft mode, anything could really happen. You could draft some insane legendaries, you could have nothing. You could be, it makes it a little more difficult to play around, of course, what your opponent's gonna have, but you know, that's part of the fun. It's like a surprise every time. What you're gonna get, what your opponent's gonna get, and it can just like create these scenarios where you're playing with a really cool deck that you would never see in a standard game. You're playing with like a card that you would never see used in a regular deck, but now it's actually really good with your deck in this draft mode, or maybe it has its time to shine in one of the games that you play, and it just kind of creates like the story, where you can just have like these different, you know, you could just like build these stories with your decks that you draft in this mode. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys are too. And it's already coming next month, like I said. Shadowverse is just taking so many W's, man. I'm going to make videos on the new cards coming in the new set that's dropping in less than a week as well, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I'm just so hyped for Arena. Like, I still really love just playing the standard mode and everything, competing in the tournaments that are going to be happening in that too. But yeah, I am super excited for this mode. Really hope it's well balanced, but that's all I got. Let me know down below what you think. As always, it's your boy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.